Namaskar. Lord Narasimha manifested as half lion and half human to vanquish the demon Hiranyakashipu, who had obtained a boon from Lord Brahma that made him invincible. Now, once upon a time, there were sages, four Kumars, Sanadana, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar visited Vaikunt. There are 7 gates in the Vaikunt Lok, and the doorkeepers, Jaya and Vijaya, protested to enter these 4 Kumars into the Vaikunt Lok. Now, during that time, it was a very offensive for the 4 Kumars, the saints, the sages, 4 sages, and they punished by giving them curse to take a material birth of demon in the materialistic world. At that time, Supreme Lord Vishnu appeared and informed that the punishment given by the sages was actually obtained by himself. On this reason, the Jaya and Vijaya had to take birth in a demonic family, and they would be firmly united with him later after the avatars take place. And this Jaya and Vijaya had to take birth as Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, where the avatars of Lord Vishnu as Lord Varaha and Lord Narasimha had to take place. Hiranyaksha was very powerful, and he was thinking himself as invincible and was the lord of the 3 worlds. But he was finally killed by Lord Varaha when he was given a challenge with Lord Varaha. So Lord Varaha avatar had to take place when the earth was away from got displaced from the orbit itself. So during that time, Lord Varaha avatar took place, and he killed Hiranyaksha demon and made the avatar as successful as a divine pastime. Now, during that time, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu were 2 brothers. So Hiranyakashipu was very revengeful on this killing of his brother, his sibling Hiranyaksha. So he took a revengeful mode to protest against or to fight against with the Lord Vishnu. So he had to take boon from Brahma, where he had to make an intense austerity for many years. During that time, Kayadu, the wife of Hiranyaksha, was pregnant, and the child who was inside the womb was actually the devotee of Lord Vishnu. But the other devatas, the Indra and the other devatas, were very much terrific by the boon which was given to Hiranyaksha by Brahma, because he was so powerful and he was invincible. He took the boon that he cannot be killed by any weapons or any other things. He cannot be killed in the daytime or night time. He cannot be killed inside the house or outside the house. So there were boons which was given by Lord Brahma, and which made really Hiranyakashipu a very powerful demon. The other devatas and Indra, the king Indra, they thought that Hiranyakashipu is so powerful, then he can occupy the Indra dynasty, and he can overrule the complete Devata's kingdom. So they thought to arrest his wife Kayadu when he was away from the house, when he was in austerity. But Lord Narad, he manifested and he knew everything. So he stopped Indra and said that please don't make any mistake by arresting Kayadu, because the child who is inside the womb of Kayadu was actually a devotee of Lord Vishnu. So Narad had to take Kayadu in his ashram, and he gave all spiritual knowledge, during which the child who was inside the womb was listening all the scriptures and all the knowledges of Lord Vishnu. This child who was inside the womb was actually Prahlad, Maharaj Prahlad. Now, when Prahlad was in a little child, he was been sent to the ashram by his father Hiranyakashipu for education purposes. But there, when Prahlad was being given an education on ashram on demonic families, or whatever the knowledges had to imbibe, but he himself was so pure devotee of Lord Vishnu that he himself delivered so many knowledges to his classmates on Vishnu only. This annoyed his father Hiranyakashipu, and he instructed to kill Prahlad in any terms. Hiranyakashipu tortured his son Prahlad in so many ways, by throwing away from the mountains, by burning him in fire through Holika, by throwing him in hellish conditions with full of poisonous snakes, but in every attempt he was unsuccessful. This made Hiranyakashipu more agitated, and he asked Prahlad with very much frustration and anger that where is your God? And Prahlad replied, he is everywhere. Pointing to the one of the pillar of the palace, Hiranyakashipu asked, is your God within this pillar? And the child answered, yes. And when the Hiranyakashipu forcefully struck the pillar and shattered into pieces, from inside the pillar, the Supreme Lord Hari, in the form of Narasimha, half man and half lion, he appeared as an incarnation of Lord Narasimha Avatar. He was neither the human, he was neither an animal. He used his nails as weapons and killed the demon during the twilight period, which was neither day or neither night. And he was sitting on the threshold of the palace, which was neither inside the palace or neither it was outside the palace. By keeping on his lap, he was neither in the sky nor on the earth. So the Supreme Lord Narasimha killed the demon Hiranyakashipu and protected his devotees without any violating any of the benedictions awarded as a boon by Lord Brahma. Now, based on this profound story or divine pastimes of the avatar of Lord Vishnu, during this time the Prahlad actually give us a very profound teachings to learn from this incarnation of Lord Vishnu, his spiritual awareness. First of all, he delivers the 9 limbs of bhakti, which is called Navada Bhakti. Navada Bhakti means one is Shravan, listening to the qualities and leelas of the Lord. Second, Kirtana, singing the praise of the Lord. Third, Smaran, which is remembering the Lord. Fourth, Seva, Pada Seva, serving the lotus feet of the Lord. 5, Puja Archana, offering prayers. 6, Vandana, respecting and praying to the God. And 7th, Dasya, being a God servant. 8th is Sakhya, friendly relationship with God. And 9th is self-surrender, the lotus feet of the Lord. Prahlad always teaches us some more teachings which we should imbibe in our life. That is, for a soul, it is a very rare to get a human birth. Attaining a human body is a golden opportunity through which one can reach God. And childhood is the best time to do all types of spiritual practices and spiritual awareness, being in the materialistic world, so that we can have a God realization. Next, the main aim of a human life is to attain love for God. So all the energy should be channelized towards achieving our aim of life. Another aspect which he has reflected is the knowledge which helps us to surrender unto the God is the actual knowledge which is worthwhile. The highest way for developing an unconditional love towards the God, that is the connection with the Lord, is through this Navada Bhakti which I had just recited. This day of Lord Narasimha Jayanti, I wish everyone with a highly marked symbolism as a victory of good over the evil, and this day can be very beneficial for granting devotees the protection, prosperities and blessings. I will come up with some other divine pastimes of the Lord. Till then, Hare Krishna.